Today's lesson is all about Himeko Nova. There will be a quiz at the end, so pay attention. Himeko has two skills, her normal skill and a special skill that anyone on the team can use to summon Himeko's gigantic mech to do damage. For Himeko's normal skill, it's simple. If it isn't X'd out, use it. This gives your team a 3-turn buff and you'll see a flag icon to show that it's active. Using her technique to start the battle will use her skill for free at the start of every wave. While the flag is up, you don't need to use her normal skill again. In fact, it'll stay X'd out until the buff ends, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Having the flag also refreshes Himeko's special skill on her turn. Remember that mech summoning special skill that anyone on the team can use? Well, at E0, everyone except Himeko shares one use or charge of this skill. Himeko can use it for free, but if someone else uses it, the charge will be used up and the skill will be X'd out for the rest of the team until Himeko's next turn. For example, if Don Hung uses the special skill, Welt and Treepy won't be able to use it until after Himeko's next turn. But Himeko gives her Astral Express family a little more special treatment. If the character using the special skill is not a member of the Astral Express, it will use up their turn. In exchange, they get a little bit of energy, but the mech attacking will count as their final turn. On the other hand, if an Astral Express member uses the special skill, they can use it and still keep their turn afterward. Plus, depending on which Astral Express member is using the special skill, Himeko gets either the sword buff or the star buff. Trailblazer, Dan Hung, and Sunday give the sword buff, and March, Himeko, and Welt give the star buff. The sword buff is only for Himeko. It gives her a big damage increase and also increases her ult damage, whereas the star buff is more catered towards the team. It increases everyone's crit damage and boosts even more crit damage for skills. But wait, what are those two shiny dots next to the icon? Well, if you thought Himeko wasn't slamming her mech into the enemies enough, you can now do it even more times. Depending on which buff you have, there are two different conditions on triggering that extra mech slam. For the sword buff, your team needs to use their ultimate 2 times, and for the star buff, the enemies need to be hit 9 times. Each enemy counts separately, so if you use an AoE ultimate that hits 4 enemies at once, it gives 4 charges. Once you fulfill the conditions, Himeko uses one of her shiny dot charges and triggers her mech. The only way to recharge the shiny dots is to use her ultimate. Speaking of her ult, I'll be honest, just click auto.
Light up the cosmic night!
So, TLDR, keep Himeko's flag buff active, use the special skill on an Astral Express member to activate either the star or sword buff, and spam that special skill whenever you have the chance. Build up Himeko's extra mech slams by using your ultimates or hitting enemies depending on your buff, and use her ultimate to do big damage. I hope you were paying attention because now it's time for a quiz. There will be 10 questions about Himeko Nova. Let me know your score at the end. So, how'd you do on the quiz? I'm Kiwi Kino, your certified HSR dummy teacher. I hope today's lesson was easy to follow, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow for more HSR for Dummies.